What is going on, everybody? I moved to West Palm Beach, Florida. I am no longer in St. Pete, the Tampa Bay area. I moved here about 3 weeks ago. If you saw my last life update, that was the goal. This background is not that great. The next time I film this, I'll hopefully have a different couch. I'll have hopefully some art on the wall, so it's not just a bland wall. But I'm really thankful with the move. They are completely right. One of the advantages of being a single male is I can take risks still. I don't have a family or a wife or kids that, I have to consider. I moved to West Palm Beach on a whim. It's greater to be in this political sphere. Trump will probably end up spending more time in Palm Beach than he will in DC. I wouldn't be surprised. He probably feels safer here. And if I were him, I'd want to be here too. So what does that mean? That means all the political orbit around Trump and the Trump family for at least the next 4 years is going to be here in West Palm Beach. So it's also actually a gorgeous city. When I lived in Orlando, I always told myself that the next city I live in is either going to be St. Pete or West Palm. I ended up moving to St. Pete, and then a year later, now I am in West Palm Beach. It's like a more bougie version of St. Pete. It's like I traded all the artsiness for just straight up wealth. But it's very beautiful, very well laid out. And I've always been a bigger fan of the Atlantic anyway. I love pirate history, and the Atlantic speaks to me a little bit more than the Gulf. I also love the waves, and I love the slightly colder water. And in Palm Beach, I'm in South Florida, but I am north enough to not have to deal with all the problems that Miami has, even though I like Miami, I like visiting, and I can always take the new high-speed rail Brightline down there if I want to. But I really, so far, I've only been here a couple weeks, but I'm really enjoying my time here. So now I'm just building community. I found a gym, started talking to people at the gym. I found a barber. And the way I found the gym was I was driving back from the beach, and I was going down a little road, and I saw a gym, and I pulled over. I said, let me go talk to these guys. I pull in, and it's a super tiny gym, like incredibly small. And I go to the front desk guy, and younger guy, and I'm like, there's no way you work out at this gym. You probably have another gym that you work out. And he was actually a college student, and he's like, yeah, I just work here. Let me tell you about actually like a really cool gym nearby. And so I visited the gym that he told me to. Turns out it's freaking awesome. Got a membership there. And so it's fun. I mean, I love the challenge of being in a new city. It's initially pretty lonely, right? But I already had friends here who I've connected with. And then I'm just very easily able to expand a network. I haven't had time for any hobbies or anything yet. And it's funny, my knees actually hurt. I did some pendulum squats today. But yeah, so Palm Beach is awesome. I mean, I have a few things that I'm working on. We have our Bitcoin reserve bill that I'm going to be working on. Tallahassee session started this week and will be going for 60 days. So I'll be going back and forth between here and Tallahassee quite a bit. And I have some startups that I'm working on that I don't want to talk about yet until the website's launched, but that are pretty cool and should be health focused. And that'll, I think, be pretty exciting. Bitcoin, politics, health, those are all the passions. The ocean. And I think that's pretty much it, right? So I know these life updates aren't as exciting for you guys, but at least it gives you a little peek into the window of my life, and hopefully you enjoy that. So thanks, guys, as always. And if you're not, make sure you're following me on X, on TikTok. TikTok is probably my favorite. X, funny enough, people are more childish on X than because they take themselves a little too seriously, which I find hilarious. And then Instagram, where I think I'm just going to continue to post memes because that's all that gets traction there. So until next time, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sticking around.